Hi Libra, how's everybody doing? Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. It looks like behind the scenes there's something that you're trying to figure out. This may be something that you're kind of keeping to yourself. I'm seeing even something that you're kind of like going back and forth on, weighing your options with, but I'm seeing this like not be something that you're like sharing all over the place. I'm seeing something that looks like quite private, under wraps in some way. This can even be like dealing with some things in general that you're keeping kind of private too. It's like not meant for everybody to know about this. So I'm looking at the Four of Wands. Four of Wands can speak about primarily about a relationship, marriage, harmony, unity. But I was seeing the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it looks like trying to work things out with somebody close to you and maybe feeling like you're not having the type of intimate connection that you are desiring with this person. Like, I'm seeing somebody in quite a closed off energy. This can also be somebody around you that's looking in on a relationship that you have. Like, this can be somebody that you perceive to be in a bit of a jealous energy, too. I'm looking at Virgo. Yeah, a lot of Virgo energy. I'm getting like a really interesting moment. It's like there are these two people here, and then looking in on these two people is a person, like looking at the relationship through their lens, and then like behind this person is another person that's kind of like analyzing the whole thing and looking into it. So it's kind of like the more you zoom out, the more you kind of see through all of these different lenses of perspective. Now, I'm seeing the King of Pentacles here, and I'm also seeing somebody that's been working. I'm hearing fervently. Somebody that's been working, somebody that's been studying something, like giving a lot of their energy to it. This can be related to like time and energy that you're putting into work. For some of you, it's a collaboration, I'm hearing. You can also be looking into the ways that you participate in your relationships and also areas that you may be feeling more closed off towards somebody. It even seems like something that you're figuring out related to like your emotional path, your emotional journey. For some of you too, there's been a lot related to like your work or your career that you've been putting like investing a lot of time and energy into. And because of that, you may be also seeing how that's connected and relating to your interpersonal relationships, maybe some like very close relationships that you have. Or even looking into like people that you're allowing to have access to your space. On the career front, I'm seeing you working even to open up a door for yourself. I'm seeing you be very, very close to this happening, whatever it is. It's like an opportunity, a door opening, something that has something that has the ability to really prosper and grow. I'm seeing it even be like a seedling that you have planted, and it's something that you've been like taking so much care of. It's like you check in on it every day, like you give it water and time and attention, and like you talk to it. And I'm seeing something like really growing for you, and it's like almost at the point where it has like become or turned into what it is that you want this thing to turn into. As I said before, I'm seeing this be related to like your career. I'm also hearing career development. Something tied in with your finances, a role even that you're playing. It seems like something new that you would be a part of as well. Like I'm seeing it be like some new territory even that you would be breaking into. And for some of you, there's a sense of like even reconnecting with people within that space. I'm hearing talk show host, Libra. So, and I mean, that can be a metaphor. There can be something that you're doing that, like, it's different than what you had been doing in the past. And even though this is, like, new territory for you that you may be exploring, or it's, like, somewhat unfamiliar, there's a sense of, like, familiarity that you may be incorporating into this new thing that you're doing. Because I'm seeing there be, like, a lot of support that you find within this. I'm seeing there be, like, a celebration. I'm seeing there be, like, people that you're connecting with in this space. Like, people cheering you on for even, like, exploring this new thing that you're exploring. Also, people with a shared vision, people with, like, a shared gift to you. And these, again, can be people that you're incorporating into this new leg of the journey. I'm seeing even people that you feel understood by, and maybe because you're focused on a similar thing, or you feel like this thing that's important to you that you're focusing on, it's like you have this, like, I'm seeing this be like the main focus of like what you're sharing with other people and what you have to give and what you're exploring and what you're tapping more into. And I'm seeing these people like around you be supportive of you, and it's like they have that thing too. Like each of them have their own like set of individuality related to that thing that you're exploring newly. However, like it's all interrelated, interconnected with one another. So it seems like people that you're kind of like on the same wave with and similar in some sort of way, where they're able to like see you and also give you a source of support is what I'm hearing for this new thing that you're trying. Definitely can be related to business. I'm hearing chrysanthemum. For some of you, because you're reaching for something new and stepping into new territory, there may be something that you had been working on before that may have been associated with a group of people that you're kind of moving away from because you feel like you're being called in a different direction. It's like maybe because of something that you learned like stands out about you, or like a gift that you want to explore. It may be something that like in some sort of individual process you are exploring, and because of that you may take a break from something else that you had put a lot of time and effort into. It kind of even feels like some sort of like life shift or career shift in some sort of way, where whatever it was that you had been working on in the past, and I'm seeing something that you spent like quite a long time doing, I'm seeing you like slowly transition out of that space and even take time to like reconnect with yourself, because it even looks like you're going on some sort of like break or vacation, or you're doing something where you're reconnecting with yourself and kind of like reorienting in relation to the direction that you want to be going in. And even like to make sure that you're going in the right direction for you. going towards a new opportunity. There's a lot of newness here. I'm looking at the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Also with the Fool here, it feels very much like the beginning of something new for you. But only after a lot of pondering and like deciding that you're going to move forward or like break out into a new direction. Because you could have even been like analyzing where in your relationships you don't have the type of support that you need in order for you to explore what you want to explore, like for yourself. Like who around you is not supportive of where you're going and also your journey. Even people close to you. It's a moment too where you may be trying to figure out like who you're going to leave where they are and who you're also going to bring with you into this like new part of the journey that you're exploring as well. Like who's going to celebrate you for where you're going and also who's not going to support you. And the changes that come with that, because I'm seeing like some barrier being created here where like because of this new energy that you're stepping into, there being some things that you are going to like leave in the past or leave where they are, and then other things that you're going to decide to bring with you. And like even making progress, like making these changes, because I'm seeing you even bring like a new element into the relationships that you have, and maybe even exploring new things within your relationships, old and new. And like really wanting to clearly look at people. It's like not caring how long somebody has been with you upon the journey, but asking like what type of energy are they bringing into your connections now? And like, do they support you? What are these reasons that they're around you for? Do you feel like it's dependent? Do you feel like it's expectant? Do you feel like it's conditional, or do you feel like it's unconditional? And I'm seeing like a lot of deep, deep questions with the Death card that you're asking yourself here about the people that you're connecting with. The people that you're allowing access into your life and like what they're there for. Because I'm seeing like there could be some people around you that you feel like are sort of judgmental towards you and what you're doing, and like bring a sort of judgmental energy into your connections with them. And also maybe people that want to like in a way ride on your coattails, you may feel sometimes. Yeah, I'm even seeing you like calling things out differently, like maybe getting more bold with certain conversations you have and not really holding yourself back from saying what needs to be said. Because it looks even like there's a switch up with the way that you're exercising your throat chakra, how you're calling things out. Even things that you're willing to address that maybe you hadn't been willing to address before. But I'm seeing this be like more authentic to you and a more intuitive process. Like I'm seeing there be a lot more thought that you're putting into things, a lot more patience that you're giving, and like really wanting to feel through things intuitively. With the Death card and also the Page of Cups here, it's a lot of like tapping into yourself and tapping into your own power and figuring out like how you want to maneuver through certain situations and conversations, and also taking your time to do this intuitively. Like maybe even rather than making like obvious jumps at some point, it's about recognizing how, because you want to move through this process intuitively, this even connects to like dialogue and how you're speaking things out. Like rather than having things be like, oh, it has to be like in this format, it's about doing things like with a train of thought that feels more intuitive, or if even feels like more so channeling. Whether this be conversations that you're having with yourself, or conversations that you're having on some sort of platform, or even conversations that you're having with those around you. Like I'm seeing something that you're taking your time to learn even how to tap into and maneuver with. To feel that it's right, and also feel like confident about what it is that you're doing. It even looks like something that you're building towards, related to an intuitive process that you're getting in touch with and working out, so you can feel like confident about how it is that you're doing what you're doing. Feel original, feel creative, and feel like you're also doing this for you and that it's in alignment with your vision, Libra. Yeah, this feels very much like a lesson in you trusting yourself and seizing new opportunities, especially when the time comes for that to happen. Because you could have been like putting some stuff off, or maybe even feeling like you weren't ready to pursue certain things that you were being guided into. And now it seems like you're gaining confidence because of the consistency that you're putting in, and also because you're separating yourself from anything that even like leeches or takes away confidence that you have in yourself. And I'm seeing like the more that you are connecting with self, the more that you're like meditating and grounding and exercising yourself like creatively and independently, the more you are seeing like just how right certain opportunities are for you to be exploring, and like what can also come from these opportunities, and even getting ready to like seize these things that have now been opened up for you. It feels like intuitively and very naturally you're moving through this space. I'm looking at Uranus, Scorpio, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Saturn. Sometimes you may feel a little bit confused about where to go. Like, you may feel like your passions are leading you in different directions. And there are going to be some things that you can't plan out. Yeah, I'm getting a highlight again about passions leading you in different directions. There's some things that you're just going to have to sort out through naturally. And ask yourself, like, which directions you think are best for you to be going in. And which ones do you feel like the work that you're putting in is like you're getting the type of outcomes that you want. So it's like, if I choose this direction and I choose this path, or if I'm going to like focus on this, is the outcome or the benefit that I get from this going to be like enough for me? Is it going to make it worth me going down this path of? And I'm seeing that that's like definitely going to help you at times where you may feel a little bit stuck. So it's about giving yourself room to explore and create, and also like checking in and making sure that you're on the right path for the right reasons, and also that like the effort and energy that you're putting into things, you also are good with like what you are getting from that, like what is being produced, that's worth it to you. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.